What's up, Facebook? Just making some line adjustments here. Hey, what's up, Urban? I don't know if you're getting much interference. Got my high school basketball game on in the background. It's not my high school, just our region playing. So I'm going to sit here, top load some cards, give it a few minutes, and see if anybody's going to show up. And I'll be hanging out in the meantime, man. Getting into anything fun tonight? I'm just now getting to top load and sleeving the Heritage and archives from earlier. Oh, very familiar. Saw someone, and I think it was 1 Cent doing a supplies day video, and I thought that was pretty cool. That struck a chord. I think there should be more videos out there, at least a couple more showing the behind the scenes of penny sleeves and top loaders and mail and trash and all the stuff that we go through. Do try to recycle, though, what I can. Lots of paper throwaway. I've seen a few people on tonight, Urban. Haven't seen a lot, though. My Wi-Fi was acting strange, so I hardwired an Ethernet cable and went live on the Chromebook. Warcraft, Ohio, what's going on? Warcraft, I'm just doing some sleeve and top load work while I wait on a few people to show up. Just hanging out, sleeving some cards, have some for sale. No pressure. You're more than welcome to hang out, chat. If you see anything you like, let me know. If you want to see anything, let me know. Glad you stopped by, though. All right, Warcraft, I appreciate you ringing the bell then. Just floating around the music, or the droning you hear in the background are my local radio announcers calling the girls' high school, one of the regional games. If they get me on this for copyright, they have traveled a long road, but I have no sponsors and no commercials yet, so I don't think they're going to say much. Everybody watching their favorite spring training games. We're finally in the month. March is on us. Baseball month. I'm excited. Because I know what I will be doing for the next 6 months. I am envious of the people that live down south in Florida that get year-round baseball. For that, I am jealous. And my son is finishing up his rehab, so I'm excited about that. He had a UCL repair on his pitching arm. He didn't have the full Tommy John reconstruction. He just had the repair where they use his natural ligament. And he is about 75% through right now. So still thanking God that the surgery and recovery went well. And he's on the road getting back on the mound slowly but surely. Hey, Michael. Thank you, Warcraft. And Mike, thank you for stopping in. Sorry you can't stay, buddy. I'll be on here for a while. If find yourself on later, by all means, stop back in. So just showing off the boy here. That's my son, Asher. Get a shot of him there. I had the 87 remake for him for the Topps cards. He likes that. So he's a high school junior. Pretty mean fastball, pretty mean curveball. He's getting looks from quite a few schools, so won't brag on him too much. But like I said, with baseball, that's part of the family, so it comes with it. So you guys will have to hear a little bit about him when I'm on sometimes too. So. Yeah, thank you guys. It was scary. It was as a parent, it's just a different level thing when they come off the mound and they're holding their arm in that way that kind of already know what's wrong. But you got to let that process play out, and you got to talk to the surgeons, and you got to have your patients tested every day for a minute. But he was an excellent patient and was doing all the right things in rehab to get stronger. And Doc says he tightened him up a few degrees just to be safe. So fastballs should be setting low to mid 80s, and for a 16-year-old, I'm happy. And he's healthy. Yeah, thanks, Warcraft. I try not to spread it on too thick, but yeah, it's without a doubt going to come out some. Yeah, it happened at a bad time. We're at a showcase for Perfect Games, one of the organizations for the prep schools and kids that are trying to get into college, and happened during one of those showcases. Couldn't happen at a worse time, but off season, so he's rehabbing him, be back for this year. Famous unraveling of the top loaders, guys. Ultra Pro gets a lot of my money. Probably a lot of your all's too. Warcraft, you say not much sports, but a big card collector. What started your fascination or your relationship with card collecting? Guys, at any point, if that background noise of the basketball game's overpowering my voice or cutting me out, just let me know and I'll switch it off. I really can't tell how loud that is. Swim team, very good. One thing our coaches will stress is they ask them to pick up another sport, and a couple of the boys have picked up swimming or just learning the ropes, but they're having a blast so far, keeping them in pretty good shape. Not pretty good, really good. What kind of events does he do, Warcraft? Is he more of a sprint swimmer? Does he more the endurance? And Urban, I did see the completed video. You and Savannah with the males. Very nice video. Very good. Like that. Yeah, I've had that happen one time with a video that I had no explanation for it. Only about 3 or 4 minutes of the video was processed, and then YouTube just decided to cut it off. I had to go back on it. You can just see among these. All right, Tuki. There's that Culbertson. Tries to feed it in underneath, and Gillum is tipped out to the far sideline. Gillum gets it. Glow lost her footing. Let me catch up on the text here, guys. I'm sorry. 87, okay. 83 Orioles team set because he hated them. Didn't know what to do. Took a card share. Give me a lot of cards for Rick. Nice. Cards I have. Very cool story. Warcraft, I was a child of 87 also. Started with the 87 Topps. So why I chose the format for the custom card for the boy. That's the one that got it all started for me. Warcraft, do you go more vintage, as it were, or do you like the current guys more? It's all setting in now, especially for those seniors, as they know that the end is near. 56-32. Chandler, Bond, Rayburn, Henderson, and Stegall. 5 on the floor. Here's an entry pass on the right side. Henderson. That seemed like they missed a beat. And a nice look there as Amelia Henderson puts it up off the window for a Kentucky Farmers bank shot at 58-32 is our score. 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Adams. Same age group. That's very possible. I am 41, guys. I'm 41. A lot of times I feel like I'm one of the old dinosaurs in the groups, but then I find out I am typically more in line with the median age than I think I am. So $47-42. Yep. It makes us all baseball card collecting Gen Xers, I believe. Son loves baseball, doesn't love collecting cards a whole lot. Keep telling him one day he'll turn the corner, but that age group, if it's not on their phone, it's not interesting. Move these out of the way. Show you guys some cards I just grabbed out earlier. Get some protection on them, but these are the USA baseball from this year. Went back and found the ones that turned out from those. So got Nico Horner. Got a couple of his cards. Josh Young. Not sure everybody's pronouncing. That's a pretty cool card. Casey Mize. Seth Beer. And Bobby Witt Jr. Those are pretty cool. Panini puts those out, and then they put some of the parallel versions in their 2019 packs. I think they sell them under the USA Baseball name in general. It was one of the times that Blowout Cards gave me a pretty good deal. I think their blasters were on sale for a week or so. And guys, if I haven't told you this, I don't pass too many opportunities when they're on sale. Got a pretty bad habit of buying cards, and a lot of times probably when I shouldn't. Not the least bit embarrassed, though. NASCAR. What's going on, sir? How are you? The past is alive. Hey, buddy. How's going on? What a nice surprise. Doing some lackadaisical sorting while our girls basketball team battles in the background, and our hometown heroes are calling the shots. Got rid of this Lux on eBay, unfortunately, but that, so I can get them. There we go. The short print. Got to let it go tomorrow. Probably should have held on to it, but we'll wheel and deal. Put some of these in here as we put them up. Astros, how are you? Thank you, Urban. And I'll preach it as long as anybody will listen. Out of 2020, my best luck has been out of the retail, and I think a lot of you have had the same experience. At least I have. $10 hangers, what I've got that Lux out of, as well as the short prints. And I'll show you guys some of the things that I've picked up here in the last couple of days. A grand majority of it's been out of retail, guys. It's blasters, fat packs, and hangers. I haven't cracked open the hobby box that I've got yet.
I was impressed. Lewis County got some good shots. They just weren't falling. I was real pleased. If I'm their coach, I'm real pleased with their effort tonight. I think they played very hard. But it just wasn't in the cards tonight for them.
But as the title said, the shop's open, guys, while I'm sorting, while I'm sleeving and top loading. If there's anybody that you want to see, any players at your PC that's current, I should have designated that these were more geared towards 2017 going current. But any players at your PC you want to let me know about, be more than happy to show you what I've got. And soon as you guys are ready, I can show you what I've got for $1 per card. And what I'll probably do is just use those display racks there while I'm sorting, put a few up there, and we'll do it casually. So if there's anything you guys are interested in, you can let me know. Urban, I had the biggest scare of my eBay selling career with the Vladdy no number with the short print. I forgot to put the tracking number on it, and thought I had lost the receipt, and the gentleman contacted me about 2 weeks later asking if I'd sent it and was acting like he was going to hassle me for a refund. About a day later, I was lucky enough to find the receipt with the tracking number on it, and then he obviously let the issue go. But that was a little frightening, knowing that I'd shipped a card to him. He had received it, but was fully ready to ask for a refund, knowing that he could have been holding the card in his hand at that time. That wasn't fun. I'm optimistically cautious, I guess I'll say, about eBay. Four Leaf Cards, what's up, buddy? Glad you're in.
You had turnovers total. This is kind of the story a little bit too, Brian. West Carter had 3 total turnovers. Lewis County had 12. That Fred was giving a little bit hard time, yeah.
Anybody know how many let's see before we do that. I showed a few of you earlier. Any Yanks fans? I've got the Luke Voigt from the 2019 Topps Gallery. Todd Aaron Smith signed this Voigt. Apologies for the autofocus on the Logitech here, but that corner ruffling is actually from the artist handling, I promise. It was got to blame the actual artist on the corner there, but that's pretty cool. Oh, that bait and switch, that would infuriate me. I feel like Twitter moves a little too fast for me. I don't do the sales on Twitter. I'm starting to join a few Facebook groups. Those are some pretty brutal places, almost like the dark web. I have seen conversations in there that I wish I hadn't from baseball collectors, but I guess it's part of it. Can't be too soft about words, but strange groups are out there. Fall Creek Collectibles. Hello, glad to see you, buddy. I know there's just a few of us in here, and it looks like most of you have, guys. I would appreciate any help with the like and subscribe, guys. It helps this little old channel in the hills of Kentucky grow just a little bit. Help us all keep doing what we're doing. You guys probably don't need it as much as I do, but here I go a-begging. Let's see, guys. I'm going to move some of these off the front row, and I tell you what, just while we're all still chatting, PayPal's the only way I can take it right now. I'll jot your name down, and if you want to check out before you dot out, I'll let you know what your total is if there's anything here that interests you. Again, guys, if there's a player that you're interested in, call them out, because I may have some of their cards in with golds, parallels, or numbers. May have them sorted with autos, but then I've also got, I'm looking at 6 full boxes of top-loaded cards that are sorted by player from about 2017. So I don't know if you can see them, but these boxes in the background are all preloaded with cards that I thought might be interesting. So I tell you what we'll do. We'll start off this Culbertson right here. Camo Charlie out of 25. Just to start it, we'll say $4. Say $4 on all of these. Mike Soroka. Foil. Tatis numbered. That Vladdy's nice. That medallion. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah, that. I'm glad they did those this year, being honest. And actually, I'm not going to try to throw up cards left and right on you guys, but as we talk more, I'm sure it'll remind me about cards that I've pulled recently. and just haven't sorted. Like this, I know we talked about it before, but this Alk line out of 50, I'm debating sending that off to Mr. K line on a TTM and seeing if he wouldn't put his nice autograph for $10 over that. Haven't decided yet. May sell it, may send it off, but few of the ones got Donnie baseballs. That's pretty fun. Like I said, it's just having those in a brick. It feels good and hold on to them. And I like that medallion, the Bob Gibson, and got the Eddie Murray so far. Pretty, like I said, not too bad. And that K line, having it numbered is that might be a special one to send off. But I know he signs a lot again. Just might be a special one. Yeah, Urban, me too. I didn't want to, honestly, until I did, and then once I started opening a couple blasters, saw those medallions, I wasn't mad at them anymore. Let's see, guys. I've got this box for $1. I'll just start sorting these through and pulling these back out, and we'll cycle through. Everything I'm going to put up here for the next little bit, guys. Shipping is going to be $4 for anything that you want. That'll be flat. If you're nice enough to buy 100 cards off of me, I'll surely pay the difference on bumped up shipping. All right, so we will do a Kevin Newman reverse. Do a make sure we got them all in here. Sorry, guys, getting these. Let's find something with variety. Here's a Leather and Lumber Mike Trout. And just here's one for $1. We'll do the Alex Bregman Hatstros. If you can resist this, $1 Alex Bregman All-Star Game out of 50. Hey, what's going on, Peds? Hobbyist, what's going on, sir? Just showing off some cards. Peds, if there's anybody that you want to see, you can let me know. I'll show you any PCs that I've got in the meantime. And if not, right now I've got a pretty good selection. Just $1 cards. We're showing them off for now. I've got a lot of golds, a lot of parallels, a lot of autos, a lot of rookies. You could basically name your player or team, and I can show you what I've got. But if not, casually, just going to show some cards up there. And if anybody wants to pick them up, give you my PayPal. It's $4 flat shipping, and I'll pay the difference on anything above $4 if it gets to that. Anybody watching spring training today? I didn't get to watch any games. I guess the Astros bumped out. All right, guys, that's his loss be your gain. I'll cycle these through. All right, guys, we'll say last chance $1. Anybody want a Bregman out of 50? Anybody want a Mike Trout Leather and Lumber? Anybody want Kevin Newman? Reverse negative. And set some more out. All right, we'll do $1. Nolan Arenado, 150-year gold stamp. Giancarlo Stanton, Turkey Red Chrome. Or we'll do a Robbie Cano X-Fractor. Any of these for $1, guys, you can let me know. I'm done with the majority of the sleeving and top loading that I have to do, guys. Is there anybody out there that wants to see a particular player's PC? If there's somebody you collect, you can let me know. I'd be happy to show you what I have of them. All right, we'll take this Cano Arenado off. Put 3 more up. Let me see. McGuire, what I have collected. Just put one up, but I'm not sure. Let's see what we put up here. I'll keep looking Warcraft. I'm pretty sure I've got some McGuire's around here. I'm just going to see which box is holding it right now. Let's see. We can keep up with the $1 cards, which are basically in the Chrome X-Fractor, about in that line. If anybody wants to see something more interesting, we can get on to some golds, parallels, some numbers, and move around to some different players. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see what else we've got here. All right. I'll set these up. Any of these for $5. Guys, we'll do any of these for $5. Let's go with the Francisco Lindor short print. Pretty cool. Let's go with the Yu Darvish Mike Trout. This is numbered out of 999 Elite from 2014. Let's pick one more for $5. Here we go. Here's a newer one for $5. Jeff McNeil Gold. This is out of 2020, 1780. Alonzo taking all of the spotlight, but McNeil's a beast, no doubt about it. Any of those for $5, guys, you can let me know. Warcraft, if I pulled that Asher Stevens rookie, the price goes way up. Let's see. Urban, let me know if you pull any fire out of that blaster while you're opening. Peds, that is a sweet card. I like the color scheme of it and everything. I like the short prints. Those are pretty neat. All right, I'll take these three. You can let me know later on if you're interested in any of the ones that you've already seen. They're not going anywhere. Low chance of them going up on eBay. Let's see. Let's get a few more. Anybody want to see a particular player? I can be more than happy to show anybody a complete line of one player that I've got. Okay, let's do a short print run. We'll do $4 on these. On any of these short prints, Cal Ripken Jr., Ortiz, Eddie Murray. These are all 2019 Series Tour update. These aren't 2020. Yeah, I know all about those coupons, Urban. I've actually, and I don't know if it's true, I've heard that Walmart will honor coupons that may or may not be for the exact brand. So there's a good chance that I'm going to try these opening day coupons on something else, but I'll probably get caught. I never enjoy the good luck. Always pick the slow lane. Move that Ortiz and get out of that. Try to go white, maybe. So blowout, David Adams, Steel City. Who's the most reliable and the least expensive vendor you guys like to turn to when it's time to buy? I've used Blowout. I've used David Adams. I've actually used Steel City. I did use Steel City. I've used them all now. I've had no problems or complaints. It seems like they're always within a few dollars of each other, at least for the products that I'm shopping for. But haven't used them a lot. Fall Creek, you like Blowout? Okay. Like I said, no problems with their service or anything. Nobody was, if I'm being honest, ordering direct from Tops was about the slowest delivery that I had when the 2020 Series 1 came out. I had my pre-order in for Wednesday, but the cards just didn't ship out on Wednesday. Busy cleaning up from that million card break at AT&T Park, I suppose. Any new golden ticket news? Yeah, Urban, take care of that, buddy. All right. And we'll do $4 a piece on these. Pick your sticker there. Trout, Harper, Yelich. Fall Creek, I collect. Gosh, I could give you a laundry list. Actually, what I'll do is if you guys want to respond to an email or just shoot me an email, I'll put my email down and I'll start to communicate with you guys a little bit more through email. Let you know what I get into, the players. It'd be a little easier to chat that way. I could sit here and roll off a list, but the Reds are the team that I'm rooting for year after year. PC, I'll go with Cunha, Soto, Vladdy, Biggio right now, Glaber, Alonso, Austin Riley, Carter Kieboom. I like Albies. Does anybody need anything from the 2019 holiday short print? I've got quite a few of the holiday short print varieties. McGuire, Griffey, Jeter, Bagwell. Gotcha. Let's see. I'm looking in the meantime, guys, some of these parallel numbered cards, see what we can get into from those. I've got a few that I haven't looked through in a while. Probably some that I'm missing. And yeah, as far as Soto's, give me 1 second and making sure I didn't have anything numbered on. I actually do have a numbered King Griffey, I think. from this year, actually, that I just picked up. Oh, yeah, oops. Should have shown it a minute ago, but just opened this one yesterday. This is out of $2.99. Insert for kid this year from that Decade's Best. And let me grab Soto. He's right here. I always say that, and it's not always right there. Newest craze is relics. I gotcha. All right. Well, let's see on the relic scene. Show you definitely some decent relics. Let's see, for Juan Soto, of course we got his baseline rookie right there. Let's see what I've got for Soto. I've got this year's base, and then the 35-year. Working back. There's a holiday short print. Rookie debut. And 2018 gallery. And Bowman Chrome 2018. Out of Topps. And his second year 85. And everything from Bowman Platinum to Topps Chrome through this year in the holiday base. I've got quite a few for Mr. Soto. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pull those too quick. I'll show you the Bowman that I've got for him. Did you mean the Bowman? We're talking about the there's this, that's a 2018 Bowman Chrome. And let me make sure I didn't have another Bowman. That's 2019 Bowman paper, I believe. And the Platinum. Let's see, we got the Platinum Presents. Are we on this one? I'm sorry, I was shuffling through them. Is this Bowman Chrome one you were talking about? One more time, Fall Creek again. I apologize. I was just cycling through them and didn't go back and check the text fast enough. Yeah, that is last year's base. That's last year's. Make sure. Yeah, here's 20. Sorry. Yeah, I would do any of these for 5. I do that Bowman Chrome for 5. I've got another one to back it up, so I don't care to float that. Most of these I've got 2 or 3 copies of, so it's not an issue of inventory at all. Oh, that was wrong. Just moving that one off to the side there, Fall. I'm not. That is 18. Yeah, that's his 18. I'll put it beside the 19 for reference there. Get the glare off that, sorry. If possible. I should move it over here then. All right, so here's a good deal. Fall Creek, since you're the first of the night, thrown in the 19 for free, so $9 gets both of those shipped. And I do thank you, Fall Creek. Put my PayPal up here and just make sure I please get good physical address for you. Again, thank you, Fall Creek. If you would just put your name, address in the notes there. And if you would put a little sub note, let me know anybody that you want me to know that you PC or collect team-wise. All right. Yeah, and that's no problem, Fall Creek. Hey, Sports Card Collector 959. The yellow cards. Let me get my stack of Eloys, and I know I had one numbered in. Which Eloys in particular were you talking about? Eloy Jimenez yellow card. Is that a yellow parallel? Is that one of the retails? Help me out here, guys. Which card? Are you? Do you mean the gold out of 2020? Is the numbered variation on that? Whoa! Oh, I got you. Walgreens. I'm sorry, buddy. That is one that we would both like to have. I'd be more than happy. Show you everything else I've got for Mr. Jimenez, but yeah, I don't have the Walgreens. I think the best one for Eloy I've got his from last year. I've got the they call it the camo parallel last year from don't blotto, Stevens. What was it? What did I pull that from? Target? Target have those in the Bowman Mega Boxes? These. I've got Eloy numbered out of 250 there. And hey, what's going on, Brees? Let me look through this. Just a second ago, I was staring at another Eloy that Urban's probably not going to want me to put on the list, but I've got to sell it. I've got the, it's not yellow, it's orange, but if this is the numbered from the, get a better look at it, the Bowman Platinum out of 25, 21 out of 25. No, I would very much like to get that Walgreens variation. Yeah, everything I'm showing. I'm sorry I didn't say that. 959. Yeah, the everything that I'm showing, I'm selling 23 out of 250. Do $5. Yeah, Bree, I do like that that orange out of 25. That's one of my favorites for that Eloy. Tell you what, I've got enough of an inventory actually on those, pretty sure. I've also got this variant. For 10, I would do a 3-card lot. If you wanted to just make it a gallery, I don't know if you have those. If If you have the Impressionists variation from the gallery, but for $10, I could do the base, do the numbered, and then I could do the Impressionist variation. It's not just as a multicolored number. It's not bordered, but it is one of the variations that gallery put out. Three card collectors, what's going on? Glad you stopped in. And let's see. I think I do have a relic for what it's worth. I don't think it's numbered. No, I've got a pretty big patch for him. Let go for 5. It's Panini. That's a pretty big patch there. Gorilla family, what's going on? 3 card collectors. Unfortunately, I am just now learning about basketball. I am so dumb. I would lose my backside if I started buying basketball right now. Very interested in it, seeing how it's paying off for people, and people are getting so excited about it. But as for me yet, I haven't cracked the code on it. I was talking earlier on the video about some Facebook groups I was entering to buy cards. And if I'm being honest, that's what I was alluding to when I was talking about some of those great break groups losing their minds. It was over Optic, and it was over basketball. My gosh. One of the guys went live. He was at his local Walmart, and he basically, as soon as the distributor set the Optic basketball down, this guy just picks up the display and takes it to a different part of the store and starts his live broadcast and proceeds to sell every pack, every hanger, everything in there at a straight 4 times profit. Just no questions asked. Just whatever the sticker says, you multiply that by 4, PayPal him on the spot. And that was the only way he was going to do business. And I thought, that's pretty shrewd. Surely nobody's going to do this. And I was proven wrong in about 30, 45 seconds. Of course, the camp was broken up into those who were screaming, "How could you?" The other camp was cheering him on to charge more. So that's the range of people that I'm dealing with in these Facebook groups. But I can see where people get mad. I mean, this isn't a thing where they're only producing limited numbers. This is just a rat race. It's who can get to the Walmart first. So again, I understand it and I like it, but I do need to figure it out a little bit before I go wading in, because I would be one of those dum-dums that bought way too high and sold when they weren't worth anything. Oh, Gorilla, I don't know where that guy was states away. I mean, it wasn't at my local Walmart. I may not have even been able to tell which one, but yeah, it's nothing I would do. That guy was pretty bold considering, like where our cards are in my local Walmart. I have a feeling it'd make a scene if I just picked up a display and started a live broadcast in the next aisle. But, like I said, fearless, and for 4 times profit, that guy's walking out of there with several $100 extra in his PayPal account. So he was probably unbothered. Very well could have went to another one and started again. Like I said, I can see the pattern. I can see an open door for it based on the way they stock that product. But yeah, it's not for me yet. I do like it, and I'm very interested in watching it. All right, before I take these off, let me see. Was chatting about these Eloys. Was it two? It was sport 959. Yeah, no pressure on these Eloys. I'll move these out of the way. These are be right here if you want them, though, sir. Be more than happy to get those out to you if you decide that you like them. Fall Creek, are you James? I'm getting a couple of different transactions, and I want to make sure I've got you sorted out. But what's going on, Mount? $959. Tell you what, I'll put my email on here if you want to talk trades. If you would just shoot me a quick email and just put in the subject like 3X Eloy, so I'll remember, and I'll shoot you who I collect, and we certainly talk about doing a little horse trading. Wouldn't mind doing that at all, man. Hey, Truth, what's going on? Glad to see you in here. Hatstros, absolutely. I can show you even what I've got else. I'll show you what I've got in the stable for Mr. Alvarez. For that oversized loader, I would do $8 on that. Asa Lacy, no 3 cards. I sure don't. Yeah, wasn't trying to tempt Pat Strohs too much. Just wanted to show him some of the spread for I've got from Mr. Jordan. Yeah, Astros. By all means, if you want to talk about a sale or a trade, just in the subject line, just put something that'll jog my memory, and we can talk about it. Be glad to do that. Be glad to do that. Well, let's see. Who signed baseball cards for me today? So me and Urban were having a laugh a little bit earlier. Out of a blaster, I pulled. Actually, that wasn't it. I told him I already had one, and I had a Reese McGuire auto already that I just had to find it. But I wasn't opening Chrome today. I was opening archives and what else did we open today? Oh my gosh, I'm getting the Biden memory. I opened 2 blasters, guys, and I can only remember one brand. That's not good. It was Topps Gallery. It was Topps Gallery. That's what it was. Picked a sweet Laureano up from Ethan in his sale. And out of the archives, picked this one up today out of the blaster. Got a Gorman Thomas. I'll take that under advice. If Pat Strohs is willing to be a good participant in a trade, I always try to make sure I'm not putting anybody over a barrel. I like that Carter Kieboom. That's the numbering on this one is what got my attention. If I can. Oh, it's hard to see. Where'd it go? There it is. 23 out of 23 on that Kieboom. And you like giggling, I did pull umpire Jerry Lane's autograph. I'm not sure how. So Gorilla, are you a Cody Bellinger fan, or at least one that your PC? Oh, here's the McGuire pulled earlier. I was talking to Urban. I know Urban's a Blue Jays fan, so I respectfully had my quick laugh, and then, like I said, that's not the first McGuire autograph I am the owner of, and I know situations change, and maybe this card turns valuable, maybe it doesn't, but we're going to give it a chance to, because everybody needs another chance, right? I like that. Guys, I'm just flexing at this point. That Chavis right there with Clearly Authentic, that acetate auto is really nice. I'm just showing off cards at this point while we're hanging out, man. A Zach Hampel. Let's see, 3 card collectors. Yeah, actually, I did open a little bit of the extra edition Panini, and they're in the cabinet. Couple of refractors, couple of autos, lots of hits on the prospects, as I recall. Rail's a pretty prospect heavy box, if not all prospects. I might be thinking of the wrong edition, but I think I opened 2 of those blasters from Walmart. And each one of those blasters had an auto and a couple of numbered parallel cards. I like the design on them. Zach Hampel autograph. Wonder how one comes upon a Zach Hampel autograph card. Now, did Hampel make his own? Did he issue his own cards, like through Topps or something, or did somebody do like a Gary V partnership with him? Does anybody else cringe when they think about that Jabs ball chasing story where he gets tripped and busts his knee open? That sounded like a bad day at the park. Turns out I did not. Actually, while I was thinking about it, 3 cards here, the 2 out of that Elite Extra that I got. Kyle Stowers and Elise Hual Chalice. I'm probably butchering that young cad's name, but an auto out of 200 from him. Hey, Irvin, welcome back. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Three card. To be honest, if I pulled an Ace of Lacy out of there, I don't remember. But the good thing is that I keep all the cards that I pull, so I can go back. It's in one of the 200 or 300 count boxes, as I recall. So I should be able to go back in those and look through the bases that I pulled out of those 2 blasters 3 card, and I'll tell you if I found that Ace of Lacy or not. Can I be just a little bit nosy and ask what the accelerated interest is in Lacy is? We will stay at 5. Dale Murphy at a 150. Devers, short print. Tony Gonsolin, new hot rookie, gold, out of 2020. I've heard some weird stories about Zach Campbell. I certainly, like I said, I can't corroborate any of them. Heard him doing some really great things for some of the fans. And then, of course, I've heard some of the same stories that probably a lot of you had. I'm inclined to think it's the McDonald's theory that if the guy's gone out to that many games and ball hawked that many times, I'm sure there's probably a few people out there that have some less than flattering stories, as there probably are a pretty big swath that have some good stories about him. I just don't know. I've only seen what most of you guys have seen on YouTube and around the sports rinks there. Oh, absolutely. I'm a big Dale Murphy fan. When we were growing up, to get baseball on TV for us, it was just when like Turner was starting the Superstation. So Chicago gave us the Reds, and Atlanta, they gave us the Braves. So that was, I mean, for 10 solid years, if it wasn't a Reds game on TV, it was the Braves. So Dale Murphy and Bob Warner and all those, like I said, that's right in my wheelhouse. Couldn't agree more. Dale Murphy was a heck of a player. Injury hampered. Hated to see him struggling in later years when he was such a big monster of a man that was just athletic as all get out. And then, of course, he goes away. Larry Bird. You just watch some of your heroes break down in real time, and that's never fun. But always great watching him play the game, and he's been a good ambassador since then. You just don't hear bad stuff about Dale, and that's cool. No kidding. That would be great, 3-card. Hey, Hatstros, if that's one of the idols, can't argue with that. Good role model, played the game right. Like I said, it's all respect for Dale Murphy for sure. Let's see. All right, guys. These are pretty good prices on these, but we'll stick with $5. Chavis. Chrome. Out of $250. Don't want to do this. I'm not saying that, guys. I absolutely want to do this. Walker Buehler. Out of $250. Astros, I'm sorry to hear that, sir. My father passed on in 2012, and I'll only say I empathize, sir. So had one for 10. We'll do 15 on a combo. $10, 5 for those. 15 if 15 together. I really can't do much better than that on those. Sorry if I didn't say that. Walker Buehler. These are 2018 Topps Gallery. This is out of 99. I don't know if any Buehler fans out there. Any Mike Chavis. Oh, Hatstros, is that what Hampel did? If he's doing stuff like that, you're kind of missing the point of going after. You know, I've always wondered, though, what's the expectation of Zach Hampel at the ballpark if he's able to sit there and just enjoy a ball game, if everybody always expects him to be shagging after every ball. Let's see some newer ones. We'll just keep it at $5, guys. The rest, everything, we'll say what I'm putting up here for now, $5. Hats. Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Sure. I'm just getting to know a few of you, so definitely don't want to be disrespectful or call you by anything that's less than respectful. Hats it is. Glad to do it. There probably would be some distinction. Stevens Cards is the name of the channel. Anybody wants to call me Derek, that's my name. Stevens, fine. I know some of you call me Steven or Stevens. I go by Stevens, Derek. Whatever's shorter and easier for you guys. Sticking with $5 theme, though. Here's a Topps Gallery 2019 Randy Johnson out of 250. Got a Chris Paddock 2019 Panini Crusade numbered out of 299. And we'll do a Keston Hiura. This would be a good card. 2019 rookie. This is the private issue. This is numbered out of 250 as well. So 5 on any of those if anybody's interested. I'll be darned, Warcraft. The only thing I can tell, Warcraft, is that you spell yours wrong. You're supposed to spell it D-E-R-R-I-C-K. We'll let you slide with your incorrect spelling, I suppose. I was told I was named after an oil rig, so my nickname has been Boomer. So for baseball relevance, guys, in the area that I'm in, we've produced Drew Hall. And I'll tell these stories over and over, guys, but that's right, Warcraft. So here in Ashland, Kentucky, as far as baseball, we produce players, umpires, all kinds of good people. My son, who you'll hear me mention on here more and more, he's a junior pitcher coming. He's rehabbing. Last 2 years, he was coached by Johnny Bula Master, played for the San Francisco Giants. Coach LeMaster, very, very smart man in baseball, very knowledgeable, very kind and patient, and been very nice to my son and his teammates. He went back home last year due to some family health issues, but certainly glad for the tutelage under Coach LeMaster for the time that we had him. We got to see the official Boo jersey that he brought out and got to hear the story about his first at bat. First professional at bat inside the park home run for the Giants. Pretty neat. Has a lot of stories to tell. Keeps a lot of friends from the game. Don Gullett, he's from our area, a little bit older. Went to school with Brandon Webb, Cy Young winner for Diamondbacks. Our town sent out umpires Greg Gibson and Charlie Relaford. I've worked a World Series and a lot of the championship games. So we got a pretty nice Drew Hall for the Cubs in the late 80s and 90s. My son's name's Asher, 3-card. He's a junior for the Ashland High School team and pitches out of some of the perfect game tournaments in the Southeast. He's coming off a rehab for UCL repair, and we're just in the midst of figuring out school and all that good stuff coming ahead in his life. It's a good time so far, though. My Twitter handle's the same, guys. If you want to look me up on Twitter, Drew Hall that I was talking about that played for the Cubs, I've actually got his Topps contract pinned to my Twitter. I think the contract was in 91 or 92, but it was an extension for him to have a card through 93 or 94. And it was an eye opener. I'll tell you off the top, the contract is for $75. I mean, he wasn't a superstar, but I guess if your name's on the roster, Topps was offering you $75 a year, but it wasn't cash. It was a $75 like coupon to the Topps store, the company store. Played against Nick Tropiano. 2-run double. I'll be darned. Now that's a story to tell. I think the only, well, not the only. I've got a bunch of stuff that Brandon has been nice enough to sign over the years when he comes back, and he does a lot of the camps and everything, or did for a few years before getting back out to Arizona. I'll get that camera settled back in just a minute. Yeah, the son's fortunate enough to have a glove signed by Don Gullett, and at one of the camps, he helped my son with his fastball, with his finger placement. So now my son will have a claim to fame that Don Gullett has had a hand in his fastball. So I'm sure he'll brag on that as long as he's alive. Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind one bit. We can talk about that one. Just like I said, if you're going to shoot me an email, anything that you guys are interested in, let me know and I'll respond with what I'm interested in. We can do some horse trading. It doesn't have to be a sale for money at all. Oh, Troy's, I'm sorry. I'll have to check the mail, see what happened to that. Yeah, I was trying to find the glove while we were sitting here talking in the meantime, but it is too far in right now to see the one that Gullett had actually signed, one of the A2Ks for my son, Glad. My sister, Rachel, is married to a gentleman named Trey Brunson, and Trey produced a movie last year with Tim Tebow called Run the Race. So Mr. Tebow was nice enough to, and this is just cool, that's just the guy he is, to send a ball for my son when he heard he was a pitcher. We'll treasure this thing for a long, long time. Very unexpected surprise by just a guy that I will consider cool for a very, very long time. 3-card, I do not know. We've got, of course, I want to say 4 or 5 D1 schools right now that are showing interest, but he's 16 right now. They've just started being able to open up conversations with him and actually talk to him without breaking any rules. And we're just now learning how all that goes. But it does seem like a few Division I schools are wanting to at least bring him to their campus and let him work out for him, see what he could do. He's interested. He says he's going to go play. So I'm holding out hope that he stays healthy and stays committed. Without breaking, I don't guess it'd be okay. So coaches from Xavier, Georgetown, Notre Dame, Alabama, And I could go by the list by how they're broken down by schools, but like I said, his profile is on the Perfect Game site if anybody's into the prep baseball. He's got some demo videos out there from pitching and hitting. Kid puts on a pretty good showcase when he wants to, that's for sure. So 3 card, if I missed it, I'm gonna put my email up, guys. Anybody that's wanting to talk, chat, trade cards, tell me what you're interested in. I'll tell you what I like. No, 3 cards haven't heard from A&M. We are in Kentucky, and one of the things we're considering is how far he's going to travel. And so far, a lot of the schools that are wanting to see him are they're just closer than that. Being honest, their schools are a little bit closer to home. Wouldn't stop him from going to Texas. Certainly wouldn't. Nothing wrong about the fine big state of Texas. Yeah, of course. I'm a UK fan. Yeah, I mean, that's big business. He, of course, he's got dreams of being a Vandy boy playing for Vanderbilt, but I've got big dreams of him being an engineer. So we'll see where that intersects. I'm not going to slow him down, though. If baseball takes him someplace else, I've got to let him do that, right? I mean, gosh, I'm sitting here at 41 and I go to my desk job every day. And if I could, I'd turn back the clock and have an opportunity like that. Who wouldn't, right? Go play the baseball. Truth, Dave Justice. I will have to go back through the annals. I've got actually got two, maybe 3 boxes from early mid-9s that I can pull from. And I know I think I do have some Justice cards in there, but I'll be doing this periodically, so I will definitely keep Justice in mind. And the next time that I'm live, if I've got any at all, I don't care a bit to show those off, let you know what I've got. I'll leave that there for a minute. Not glad to do it, Truth. Yeah, Hats, by all means, send an email right now. Let me know what you guys want to do. Yeah, like I said, I'm more than happy to trade, guys. I'm into this hobby because of baseball primarily. It's a good link for me and my kid. I've loved it as a kid. So this isn't so much about selling cards as it is the relationships we'll make and stories we'll tell each other, things like that, guys. So by all means, send me that email. But 3 card, one thing I did not hear, sir. Asa Lacy, what is the story? What are the goings on behind your search for this Asa Lacy? Oh, 3 card, thank you. That was actually that 83 is that was, he got hurt at the showcase. That was what caused or necessitated his surgery. So yeah, very hot piping fastball for a 16-year-old, but it's going to be a little tighter this year, hoping to add a few miles to it. So Definitely looking forward. Thanks for checking him out, though, man. That's pretty fun. I'll be sure to tell him he likes to hear stuff like that. He's not so much about ripping cards, but he's definitely about throwing the baseballs. He loves his stuff. Childress. I'll keep that in mind. We've been lucky. He's been with, like I said, he's worked a little bit with Don Gullett, which you got to have some years on you to know Don Gullett's name. But once you look him up, he's a pretty fun guy to study. Zach Baldwin played a little bit with the Nationals. Big lefty command pitcher that's working with him right now. He plays on a little travel team out of, it's called the Huntington Hounds now. Little regional team. At A&M. Favorite calling, top pick in this year's draft. Well, let's keep an eye on him then. Okay. Definitely keep an eye on him then. Asa Lacy. I love watching college baseball. You guys like college ball? Oh, hey, Troy's Carbs. I think I already said hello to you. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you, Hats. I'll be glad to respond to it. Guys, I think I'm going to stop the stream, jump on a couple other channels. I've got a little bit of money burning a hole in my pocket, and I think I'm going to hop on a channel and maybe buy in an auction, hop on a break or something. Thank you all for stopping in. This wasn't about the sales, so don't let that scare you away, guys. Anytime you see me live, we're on here chatting and we're telling baseball stories and we're talking about baseball. That's all we're doing. I do sell these as a byline, but again, I don't want to pressure you guys. I want y'all coming in here and talking about baseball. So tell anybody that likes baseball if they want to come in and talk. I'll sell them some cards in the meantime, but we're just chatting, telling stories. So probably tomorrow, probably get into that. I've been putting it off for a couple weeks. Said once I do it, it'll be gone and I won't have it anymore. But we'll probably have to go live and tell a few stories while we get into this hobby box tomorrow. So again, thank you all. Send me an email, like this, subscribe to it, whatever you got to do. Hit the bell. Tell your friends, write it in the snow. But I do thank y'all for coming in and talking with me, and I will respond to your emails and hopefully see you guys tomorrow. 3-card, I'm still reading your text, buddy. After I end this, I'm going to check all the comments. Wait a minute, Urban. Savannah just pulled Aquino, Toro, Griffey, Votto SP. What a way to end it. All right. I can end it on a good note. Tell Savannah congrats. Guys, you all have a great evening. Thank y'all once again. And if I don't see you in a few minutes on another channel, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again.